Right, good morning. So what we're going to be doing today, we're going to be using EasyGrout. This is for porcelain, and we're grouting this porcelain patio. Have a look over here. These are some of the tools that we'll be using this morning. We're using these sponge. They're for a wash buoy. There's the wash buoy over there. Okay, we've got the wash buoy ready, clean water in there, and then we've got the Raimondi pedalo system here. Okay, and this is how we use this one. If you come over and have a look on here, this is how we do it. This will make it a lot more easy for us instead of bending over. Okay, so let's go through what we're going to be doing. So one of the most important things that you have to do when you're using this product is that you need very lightly just dampen the top of the slab, not loads and loads of water, just dampen the top of the slab all the way over. Okay, and you're going to have to do this in sections. So when you're mixing your grout's being mixed, that area needs to be damp on top so the slurry can move around easy. It's a slurry grout. We're going to be pouring, when we mix this, we're going to be pouring on, and it is a rapid set. Okay, it is a rapid set. You can't be using this, what is it called, below 5 degrees. Okay, and you've got to make sure you read everything what it says on the box. I've used this quite a few times now, and it does work. It sets nicely, and the color is really intense. But remember, before you pour it on, you've got to go over, don't go over all of it, just in sections what you think that you're going to use. If you're not comfortable with it, you have to just mix up what you feel that you can handle at a time. Right, I always say it's so important, and we've just checked now about this, just to clarify things. So what it says on here, okay, do not apply when air or ground temperatures are forecast to be below 5 degrees Celsius or greater than 35 degrees Celsius at any time during the first 24 hours after application. So you have to think about, obviously what they're trying to tell you there is think about when you're going to do it and the weather conditions. That's what you have to think about, okay? It's no good thinking you're an expert at this and you're just going to go and put it on. You need to read what it says, and if you're still unsure, just phone the company up. They're a great company to speak to. Just phone them up. Okay, so this is the pot that the bags come in. You get 3 bags in a pot, and you know, people ask on a regular basis about coverage. Okay, well, coverage will depend on the size of the joints and how the porcelain is being laid. Okay, if you've got a lot of voids underneath, which you shouldn't have with paving anyway, generally, right? It's got to be a full bed, okay? And sometimes you don't always achieve that, but you know, that will depend on how much you actually use. And remember, when this slurry goes in between the joints, okay, because it is a rapid set, okay, it'll start going off, it starts to heat up when it's in the joint, okay? In this case, what we have here, we have a 4mm joint. We've used a 4mm spacer. It actually looks bigger than that from up here, but I can assure you we've used a 4mm spacer. So what we've done here, so mixing, you've got the 1 bag and you have to put 900ml, that's right, isn't it, 900ml of water with every bag, 900ml. I have been told that if you feel that it's a little bit too thick for you, you can actually add another 100ml, so you can go up to 1,000 if you want, but we've got 900. We've used it before and it doesn't seem a lot. If you look in there, Jack, come and have a look now, you can see in the tub, it doesn't seem a lot of water, but that's all you need. So let's get this mixed. Just, I want to point out one thing is we are mixing near our paved area here. You want to make sure that you don't get any of that neat grout on your paving. It's so important. We know what we're doing, but you want to make sure that that doesn't happen, because it's just gonna, it's not good to get it cleaned up straight away. Okay, we've got the mixer here. You can use a cordless as well with this, so it's absolutely fine to use a cordless. So we've relocated just over here now. We've got a pallet now, because what we don't want to be doing, we don't want to be stepping on the grass and carrying grass onto our paved area, so that's not good. So here we go. So we've got 900ml of water in there. Well, look, what we should have done then, we should have poured it in a little bit slowly than what we actually did. So you've got to make sure you mix gradually, make sure all those lumps are out. And remember, we got to get on with this now, because remember, this is a rapid set. So I got to make sure that I go over with a sponge on the patio and make sure that it's moist on top. Right, it's so important that you work efficiently with this all the time, and you just got to get on with it. So Carl's gone over, he's damped all over. Remember, this is rapid set, this is starting to go now, so we've got to just pour it on like that. Leave it hot like so. Now what we've got here, this is the squeegee. I'm going to make sure the end of the squeegee is a little bit damp as well, so I'm able to push this around. If you look at it, it's starting to go off already. See that? There we go. So you've got to try and work in a way that you're not going to be stepping all over it. So there we are. Pull it a little bit in like that. And because we are pretty good at this, as you can see, so what we're going to do, Carl's going to be getting another mix on now, ready, so we can get on with the grating all the way through. So what we've done now is we've actually mixed it with 1,000 ml in there. And you can see how fast you're going on. It looks horrendous at the moment, but I can assure you that it's absolutely fine. So as you can see, if you look at this, it looks absolutely horrific. It looks honest, it looks a disaster, but it's not. And certainly when this comes into action, you can see it's a relief. But the important thing is that when you're using this now, that you should be going over a 45 really. Simply because you don't want the sponge pulling the grout. If you look at that, look how it comes off, look how easy it is. You don't want the sponge pulling the grout out. And I'm going to get on now because it's not so easy. Well, it's a muggy day, but hard work doesn't hurt anyone. You can see now Carl's gone over with the wash boy, and is it ideal on your knees? Not really, but he just wants to make sure that everything gets cleaned, and you can see it's coming off, and we're going to get this part done now, and then we're going to push on then. It's just best to take stock of where you are and just go again then once you clean this up. Well, here we are. This is the porcelain grout from Azpects, and you can see absolutely perfect.